What's up, everyone? Coach D speaks with the MeidasTouch Network. So the whitewashing of American history is starting in Florida. And if you think this is bad for America, as you should, then you don't want Ron DeSantis as our president. Just take a look at what is approved to be taught in history classes in Florida.
Slavery is as old as time and has taken place in every corner of the world, even amongst the people I just left. Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? Before you judge, you must ask yourself, what did the culture and society of the time treat as no big deal?
So that was a video posted by Brian Tyler Cohen. And it's a video from PragerU University, which is a conservative, made-up university that Florida has just approved can be taught in Florida schools. Let me say this again. Videos like this that whitewash and water down history will be shown to kids in Florida. And you know, we've heard this argument before, that slavery wasn't thought to be a big deal back then, so we can't judge the people of the past by our morals today. So they didn't know right from wrong back in history. They didn't know that enslaving people, separating them from their families, raping and beating them was wrong. And this narrative that everyone endured slavery is to completely dismiss all the atrocities that happened in this country during and after slavery. And let's not forget his line, being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? That's disgraceful. But you know what? After watching this video, I decided to do some digging on other PragerU videos. And will you look at this crap?
Children, our founding fathers knew that slavery was evil and wrong, and they knew that it would do terrible harm to the nation. They wanted it to end, but their first priority was getting all 13 colonies to unite as one country. The southern colonies were dependent on slave labor, and they wouldn't have joined a union that had banned it.
Are you okay with that?
I'm certainly not okay with slavery, but the founding fathers made a compromise to achieve something great. The making of the United States.
So you know how Republicans are always saying that our kids are being indoctrinated? I swear, the call is always coming from inside the house when it comes to Republicans. This is the most egregious example of propaganda indoctrinating kids. And what a slap in the face to Frederick Douglass, who fought hard to free slaves. So Ron DeSantis wants Florida kids to believe that it was a good thing that the founding fathers allowed families to endure the worst acts for years because it was much more important to get the colonies to unite. God damn, that's horrible. Let me be clear. The founding fathers were not abolitionists. They owned slaves. But believe it or not, this video gets worse. Just watch.
It was America that began the conversation to end it. But Leo is correct that big problems need to be approached very carefully. Have you kids heard of William Lloyd Garrison?
No. Nope.
He's an abolitionist like me, and he and I used to be friends, but we aren't any longer. We don't agree how to solve problems. William refuses all compromises, demands immediate change, and if he doesn't get what he wants, he likes to set things on fire.
Big problems need to be approached very carefully. That's him alluding to nonviolence. And if you think it's weird that he said that William Lloyd Garrison likes to set things on fire, I mean, he set the Constitution on fire once, but saying he likes to set things on fire?
Sounds familiar.
Sounds like you know the type.
Yeah, we've got that type in our time.
Oh, that's why. It was so that they could take a dig at Black Lives Matter protests. It was so that they could continue the lie that all of our recent protests were violent. They also want to push the narrative that submissive black people are the good black people, because they continue with this.
So, you're trying to work for change inside of the American system.
Precisely, Layla. Our system is wonderful, and the Constitution is a glorious liberty document. We just need to convince enough Americans to be true to it.
I need to be clear here. This is sickening. This is white nationalist propaganda, which should be treated the same way you would if the KKK were passing out pamphlets at your school. Ron DeSantis and PragerU want to teach children that the human rights of people of color will never come before the comfort of white people. They also want to teach the kids that if people of color are respectful and nice enough, then they might just consider our human rights over their comfort. These videos are not stretching the truth. They're flat out lying. And any teacher who shows these videos to kids should lose their credentials. Period.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.